All right, so this is going to be the garden update for May 26th. No, we don't need to water it today. First things first, let's check out this pepper plant right here. Not sure which one this is anymore, kind of forgot, but it's getting eaten up by a little bit of the slugs. I put some 7 dust on there, but you can see I got pretty good growth coming in. I'm gonna walk over, we'll do a pepper plant tour first. This is the cayman peppers. This was planted a few weeks after the one I just showed. And it's got a little bit of growth coming. Got the blueberries. You see a little wasp over by the blueberries, so step back a little bit, let him do his thing, Blueberries, nothing really happening here. I'm gonna bring another one in and let it pollinate. Should be pretty good though. There go my basil going to seed down there. And then look at how these guys really grew up. That citronella just has almost outgrown the statue. It's pretty impressive. Cucumber coming along since the last update. This one is really jumping out the ground. I hand pollinated it yesterday, so we should start to see those flowers turn into cucumbers. Here goes our beans. These are pole beans. Doing a really good job of climbing that trellis that I made. I got pretty big beans. I'm actually picking beans off this thing every day now. I've got some more beans in another part of the yard. It's showing some pretty good progress. I brought those up from seed. Back in the corner back there, that's that chocolate mint. No, actually that's spearmint. Chocolate mint's in the other bed. These are red onions. Look at that. I mean, you got pretty good growth. I can't wait to pull one of those out just to see them. Looking good so far. Strawberries, they're starting to flower. This actually is starting to look pretty good. Got flower buds coming out pretty much everywhere on this thing. They look really healthy. Very nice, very nice. Really impressed by those strawberries. This bed hasn't done so well for me, okay? So this is one of our cherry tomatoes that, I mean, again, I started this in the beginning of the season. Maybe it was a little too cold. It actually, over the last few weeks, last 2 weeks, has given me a pretty good growth. It's spreading out wide, very dwarf though, not doing much. Same with the chocolate mint. I mean, chocolate mint, I'm not really seeing that grow. What I might do is, since that's in a pot down there, the roots don't really have a lot of space to go. What I'm probably gonna do is pull that up and put it in a larger pot. Got a 10-inch pot somewhere around here. I think it should do really well in. The kale that we brought up from seed, I haven't been showing this thing any attention at all. It's still starting to grow. You can see something's eating it like crazy, but you know what? I'm just gonna let this thing grow and do what it's gonna do. And we'll see. Another little strawberry patch. I think there's like a white berry in there, and you can see, as you can see, it's using its energy to spread itself out instead of making flowers, which is fine. That's gonna be a patch, a little bit more of a permanent patch. That's what I put in the ground. More strawberries over here. And again, the birds just tear these things up. I had numerous strawberries around, and as you can see, they're pretty much all gone right now. Birds, but I'll put a net on there. I'm not really worried about strawberries right now. Another tomato plant. I would say this is a kind of a failure, but thick stalk. Keep watering it, see what it does. Parsley, sage, rosemary, not doing much in there. Those will go on the ground. I'm gonna build an herb garden in the next few weeks, and those will get transplanted in the ground. Another tomato plant. This one actually is doing pretty well. We've harvested some tomatoes off this one. The problem I'm running into with these tomatoes is that once they get of a decent size, the birds peck at them, split them open and eat the seeds, or the bottom starts to split. So it's interesting. Well, look at this. I think that is my first pepper in the garden. Okay. Pretty good. Good growth. It's growing up. Oh, wow. Look at that one. Nice habanero down there. Okay. Take, good growth. Okay. And then more tomatoes. And this is the one that I put in the ground, taking advice from my uncle, which happened to be very good advice. As you can see, I bought this at the same time as those other two small tomatoes, and just the difference is crazy. So I could say it's probably because this one gets a little bit more sun, and you know, that natural dirt, there's something to say about that. So lavender is doing much better in this part. The lavender's over there. And so lastly, I'm gonna take a walk over to the new garden. Okay. And new garden. Now, pepper plants get a lot of light. I mean, it almost is overkill. Looks like I need to water these. They look a little thirsty today. But already starting to see these things flower out, which is great. That's great. Put some flour in those. Okra in the middle, not doing so hot. Cucumbers and squash, not doing so hot either. But this tomato plant starting to pick up. Now this is a tomato plant specially engineered for high heat. So I put this in this particular part of the garden because it gets a lot of sunlight. So we'll see. Kind of interesting that the peppers that get all the sun aren't doing exactly what I want. Now this is what's impressive. So these plants right here, so that one, this one, this one, this one, this one, are all beans, okay? And I dropped those in from a seed about 2 weeks ago. And the growth is just crazy. I mean, we're getting good growth out of those. And if you compare that bean to this cucumber, which was planted at least 3 weeks before this one, from a seed, I mean, it's just crazy, okay? That's the skin. That's going to be some squash back there. Or zucchini. Can't really remember until it comes out. I mean, they're looking better. They are definitely getting fuller. I guess the project for this next week or two is to cage this in. So similar to what we have over there, I'm gonna cage this in. So that is the quick, gritty garden update to show you a little bit of the progress. I mean, it's sloppy. I haven't had time to really manicure it the way I want to. But that's it. Hope you enjoy it.